We have been deceived to think that the mercy of God is for the unbeliever. No. Let me define to you what I define as mercy. Mercy is a dimension in God that overlooks all that you are or are not. It overlooks your ability, your inability, and it grants you direct access to all that is available in God for you. Mercy. It is what? A dimension in God. It is a possibility. It's one of the things that we call the spiritual resources available to the believer. The mercy of God. The mercy. It is within the capacity of God to show you mercy. He says, I will be merciful on whom I will be merciful on. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy on. It is not to him that willeth or him that runneth, but to him that God has shown mercy. Mercy is the number one reason why people rise in this life. I'm telling you the truth. After you would have done all the doables, after you would have fasted all the fastables, you would have done everything you need to do. Without the mercy of God, you can still end up in disgrace. Believe me. It takes the mercy of God for you to rise from a dunghill to a place of prominence. It will take the mercy of God for you to break free from the limitation that comes with your family, from the limitation that comes with your bloodline, from the limitation that comes with your territory. It will take the mercy of God. Mercy is the template, is the platform on which God interacts with man. God has made up his mind that for him to interact with man, the platform of his interaction with man is called his mercy. So he says in Hebrews 4 verse 16, say, come with confidence, come boldly, that you may obtain mercy. You will need it. You know, sometimes in life, after you do all you do, without the mercy of God, you'll be surprised. Have you ever seen some people in life? They don't know too much. They haven't even come yet to the understanding of certain principles. But my God, the result in their life screams mercy. When you look around, you see what people are doing. You look how people are living. You see how people are getting blessed. People's finances are rising. You see doors opening for people. People are coming on Facebook flaunting. And you sit back and you are like, my God, did I come to this world to escort people? There are some of you have made so many mistakes in your life that honestly, when you look back, you are like, oh, I had my chance, but I missed it. There is something that can bring those opportunities back. There is something that can give you another chance. Nothing gives the believer, nothing gives a person another chance like the mercy of God. You have made mistakes, and because of your mistakes, you have been enshrined in debt. You are incarcerated by all kinds of situations, all kinds of negative circumstances. If you look at your life, mathematically, it's over for you. Beg for the mercy of God. Beg for the mercy of God. Beg for the mercy of God. When mercy begins to speak for you, you will be confused. I say you will become confused. You'll be like, what is happening? What is happening? Sometimes you will think that people are fake. No, it is real. All of a sudden, a divine helper begins to remember you. Have you ever seen that? When somebody is trying to call you, you see so many missed calls, multiple missed calls. You call back and be like, sorry, I missed your call. What's going on? Oh, I've just been having you in my spirit. I just want to bless you. I just want to bless you. I just want to help. That is the mercy of God. That is the mercy of God. I said, that is the mercy of God. All of a sudden, people are reaching out. All of a sudden, doors are opening. A cry of mercy is a cry God can never ignore. Blind Bartimaeus found a secret in God. It's called his mercy. The Bible says, and blind Bartimaeus cried unto God, thou son of David, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. In other words, override my sin. I know I've made mistakes. Have mercy. Have mercy. On my finances, on my family, on my wife, on my husband, on my children. Have mercy. I come from a family where people don't make it. Have mercy on me. I come from a family where everything is backward. Have mercy. In my family, people don't marry and settle down. Have mercy. In my family, everybody is broke. Have mercy. There's some of you, your entire family is looking at you. Everyone is always calling you. I need this, I need that. The burden is heavy on your head. You need the mercy of God. You need the mercy of God. Everything is tied. You walk like an elephant. You live like an ant. Everything is tied. When you look to the right, there is no help. You look to the left, there is no help. You need the mercy of God. When you look at your family circumstances, everything is tied. There is no way out. There is no outlet. When you look at your life, you have been plagued with all kinds of affliction. You have been plagued with all kinds of things. There are some of you look at yourself. You are divorced with children, and you're like, whose man is ever going to look at me? The mercy of God can bring you out. I said, the mercy of God can bring you out. When the mercy of God lands upon you, it overrides your background, it overrides your mistakes, and all of a sudden, doors begin to open. All of a sudden, your day begins to break. All of a sudden, there is fresh fire within you. All of a sudden, something extraordinary happens. A prayer that God will never ignore is the cry for mercy. That somebody will cry tonight. Thou son of David, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me.